Yeah, honestly, listen, I think we have some barometers we can measure against. For a long time in the 70s and 80s, it was against Henry Armstrong, who won featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight titles, and three actual of the original weight class division titles. And they said that was a feat that couldn't be done again. Now, I think a lot of the reason it wasn't for a long time were the economics of boxing, right? Like fighters weren't able to get that kind of support to make that happen. Manny Pacquiao blew it out of the water with I think like 8 titles and 8 divisions from flyweight to junior middleweight. But what Canelo did here, and they're trying to make fun of him. They're saying like his defeat of Kovalev was no Henry Armstrong feat. But the reality is, Henry Armstrong went from what 126 to 147 in his total career. I know he won those titles at different times. That's 21 pounds. Canelo went from 154 to 175. That's 21 pounds, right? And I know Armstrong's smaller and all of that argument, but the reality is I think Canelo's got to start to be treated like one of the greatest boxers of all time. Certainly maybe one of the greatest Mexican boxers of all time. I mean, Julio Cesar Chavez, he was absolutely great. Yes. Salvador Sanchez, he died before we could see how great he was. But the fact that Azuma Nelson was undefeated for so many years after getting defeated by Salvador Sanchez says something. Personally, guys, I think Canelo is one of the greatest boxers of all time. I don't like all-time lists, and I'm not going to sit here and place him somewhere. But does he deserve to be remembered as the kind of champion that is rarely seen? Of course he does. He is a special entity, and you better enjoy him now because he's going to be gone soon, and then you're going to wish you had him. Read my book, Warrior.